Welcome to Math Challenge 460. In Math Challenge 460, we have an outer square and an inner square. The dimensions are given and also a circle. You can see the circle inside the larger square. We have to find the radius of the circle. We have to find the radius of the circle. Math Challenge 460 for all quantitative and numerical aptitude tests. Math is where beauty, logic, and simplicity converge into a passion. So, let us see the easiest method to find the radius of the circle in Math Challenge 460. Now, first, we draw the diagonal. We draw the diagonal of the square. You can see the diagonal of the square. Now, since the side of the square, each side of the square is 4 units, each side of the square is 4 units. So the diagonal of the square will be root 2 into side, that is 4 root 2 units. So the length of the diagonal is 4 root 2 units. Now look at the blinking lines. We draw the two radii of the circle. We draw the two radii and the sides of the square are tangents. So the radius will be perpendicular to the tangent. So we get a square. The two blinking dotted lines complete a small square. So we get a square actually because the two radii will be equal, the two tangents will be equal, a radius is perpendicular to the tangent, and the corner of the square is already a right angle. So we get a square. So complete the square, the small square, by drawing two radii shown by dotted lines. Now look at the blinking blue square. We completed the square by drawing the two radii. Now look at the blinking square. Each side of the square is r units. R is the radius. Each side of the square is r units. So the diagonal inside the square will be r root 2. We are looking at the blinking blue square, and the diagonal within the square will be r root 2 because each side of the square is r. Diagonal is root 2 into side. So we get the diagonal, the part of the line inside the square, the diagonal is r root 2. Now look at the blinking red square. You can see the blinking red square. Each side is 2. Each side of the square is given as 2 units. So the diagonal will be root 2 into side. So the diagonal of this inside square, the blinking red square, the diagonal of this square will be 2 root 2. The square is 2 units given. So the diagonal of the square, the blinking red square, will be 2 root 2 units. So diagonal of the full square, the outer square, will be 4 root 2. And this 4 root 2 is made up of 3 segments. One is the diagonal of the blue square, which is r root 2. Second is the radius of the circle r. And third is the diagonal of the red square, 2 root 2. The 3 segments, the blue square diagonal r root 2, then the radius r, and the diagonal of the red square, 2 root 2. So the total diagonal 4 root 2 is equal to r root 2 plus r plus 2 root 2. So this is equal to 4 root 2. Transpose 2 root 2 to that side. So r root 2 plus r will be 4 root 2 minus 2 root 2, that is 2 root 2. Take out r as common factor. So r within bracket root 2 plus 1 is 2 root 2, or r is equal to 2 root 2 divided by root 2 plus 1. Now rationalize by multiplying by the conjugate root 2 minus 1. So 2 root 2 bracket root 2 minus 1. The denominator becomes 1. When you multiply by root 2 minus 1, the denominator will become 1. So the numerator 2 root 2 bracket root 2 minus 1, or 4 minus 2 root 2. 2 root 2 into root 2, 4, and 2 root 2 into 1, 2 root 2. So 4 minus 2 root 2, put the value of root 2, 1.414. So 4 minus 2.828, that is 1.172. So this is the value of the radius of the circle, 1.172, or you can keep it in the radical form, 4 minus 2 root 2. So this is how we calculate the radius of the circle.
Was that interesting? If you have any other method, we would love to learn from you. We shall come back with more interesting videos. Like, share the videos, and subscribe to our channel if you are a math lover. Till then, goodbye.